Hi Minna, this is the Mythomat with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles. So we just got the information about the unit for Golden Week, not only the information but also the animation. I'm going to share the animation and the information of the unit with you guys. This is very exciting times for me. If you have seen my previous video, I already told you that Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite Goku form. I really like this form in terms of the way it overall looks, so this is something I really like. And on top of it, tomorrow will be my birthday, so I expect that the day after, I think we will have the summons on the 26th. I hope that I will have a late present, so a late gift to have and to be able to have the Son Goku Super Saiyan 3 Angel. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave like and subscribe, as I'm trying to reach 100 subs until the end of the year. And let's start by showing you the animation for the units. So first of all, I will show you the animation for the side banner unit. It will be a base Gotenks and a skinny Buu, an evil Buu. And so let's see the animation. I'm not sure about how loud it is. Let me try it. Nice. Nice. Oh. Ooh. So he has a counter. Okay. So in terms of these animations, I really like Gotenks. I think that the one from base Gotenks is pretty cool. I like the way he disappear and reappear in the side, and overall I really like Gotenks one. Skinny Buu, it's okay, but let me just comment. So this part over here is really cool, and the kick, this camera angle are really great, and then powerful ki blast, and you see the water splashing. It's really cool. I really like it. For Skinny Buu, it's cool that first of all we will have this will be a nullify, and it should be a counter. That's really good. And then the animation of the 12 key is okay. Not bad, nothing too special. I prefer the one from Gotenks, but this shot is cool. It's not bad, in my opinion, not just fantastic. I prefer this one from... yeah. Okay, so now let's see the animation from Majin Buu. This was the entrance. Okay, so this must be an active skill. So cool. Okay. Oh, we'll have a counter also. Oh, a revival. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. He revived a lot of times during the fight. Wow. Wow, pretty longer. And now, super attack. Yeah. Like Vegeta, then the punch, and now Kamehameha. Nice. Yeah, the animation are really cool from Boo. They are really funny. This one is like, it must be the intro. Yeah, like we mentioned, when he come out of the cocoon and he appears for the first time. Boo! Then this one seems to be an active skill. We will see about what the active skill do. Seems cool. Yeah, this one is really cool. Really smooth also. Yeah, I really like it. Then the revival is really cool also. Takes a lot of time, but so that means he will have a revival. That's cool. And it makes a lot of sense for Boo. You revive a lot of time during the... Yeah, this is the part where all the mini Boo will join and he screams Boo. So cool. Yeah, I like it. And the super attack is cool. Very true to the animation. Punch and then the Kamehameha. Like at the end, that explosion is really cool. We will see if we'll have a KO screen for those units. Sometimes we will only see that when we use the unit in game. Okay, so now let's see about... Ooh, only 1 minute 5, so no 5-minute intro. Okay, so let's see. This one is obviously the one I'm most interested. Let's see how it is. Super attack. Nice. Okay. Ooh, so we also have a counter. Nice. Active skill. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, so the okay, so first impression, the entrance animation was not what I was expecting. So it's like it feels like it's using a lot of animation from other cards, and we are not seeing the air growth, which I think we see on, if I'm not mistaken, on physical transformation, on the physical unit, the one that transform against Kid Buu, and I'm not sure if you also see it on the int unit, the one we expect to be getting one EZA. Here it's not that it's bad, it's maybe it was not what I was expecting, although I should say that, for example, the animation of the super attack, the counter, and of the active skill are really cool. Yeah, so this thing we already saw. This one is new. It's normally what we see on Super Saiyan 4, and it is already with the air growth. This part is cool, and this part talk is also really cool. Yeah, this looks cool. This should have been the art for the card. This part looks really cool. Nice. And this transition to the card art is really nice. Yeah, I really like this transition. Nice. This is one of the best transition to the card art I have seen. Then here he will nullify and counter. That's cool. Key blast, I should expect, and then the active skill. This is amazing. It feels so powerful. Yeah, I was wondering if he didn't have Kamehameha on the animation of the super attack, if he would be a Kamehameha unit, but it will be because of the active skill. Okay. So far so good. The animation are right where we want them. Okay, so let's start. First, I will start with the extreme unit. So this will be Majin Buu Pure Evil. He will lead Majin Power. Okay, let me see the super attack effect. So he will massively 100% raise attack for 4 turns. Okay, that's very good. Okay, that's a nice start. Then in terms of, so like we mentioned, he will be leading 130% Majin Power. This is not the most important part of his kit. Let me then read the rest of the kit. So, key +1, attack and defense plus 40%, and chance of performing a critical hit and chance of dodging, including super attack, plus 10% per Majin Power. Category ally on the team. And if all allies are the Majin Power category, launch an additional super attack and all attack becomes crit. Ooh. Okay, so if we have a team of all Majin Power, which will include obviously the new units, this guy, the physical LR Buu tanks, the EZA we are expecting to see, so we are already on a good way to have like a full Majin Power team. Okay, and if we do, we would have, I'm not sure if it's 60 or 70% critical hit and dodge. So if it counts the friend, it will be 70% chance to dodge. I'm not sure if it will count the friend. And if all the team is Majin Power at this point, you will have 70% dodge, let's say 60% dodge. You will have guaranteed crit and an additional, which will massively raise attack, by the way. Wow. Okay, just that is a very good start, and that would be a good start for a Dokkan Fest exclusive, not a side banner. Okay, then you will have plus an additional attack and defense of 60% when performing a super attack. Let me remind you that the start of turn attack will be multiplicative by the numbers of unit of Majin Power that we have on the team. So let's say maybe it's 6. So if it's 6, we are talking about 240%. If it's 7, 280%. Okay, that's good either way. Then we will have a plus an additional attack and defense 60% when performing a super attack. As you know, this is a multiplicative buff, not an additional one. Plus an additional attack of 60% if HP is 60% or more when attacking. That's good. He will recover 5% HP at start of the turn. And he will recover an additional 5 HP when HP is 80% or less at the start of the turn. And he will recover an additional 10% HP when HP 40% or less at the start of the turn. Okay, so 5 you will have at the start of the turn. 5 more if you are below 80%. And 10 more, so that will be 25 if you are below 40. That's really good. Okay, you will survive KO attacks up to once within a turn. Ooh. When HP is 40% or more. Okay. Let me go back to this part. So high chance to nullify, okay, to nullify 50% chance to nullify Ki Blast super attack at character and countering with tremendous power. Recover HP with sweet treats. Sure, normally it's candy, but okay, let's see if this is something new and different. So this part of surviving KO attack up to once within the turn when HP is 40% or more. This is good, but let me just remind you that, for example, let's say we survive this attack in slot, I don't know, 1, we will return with, like, let's say 1 HP. So if you have any more attacks after that, we will die. So this is very, very interesting. If this is, for example, on the last attack that we received, that's very interesting. If it's not, normally this tends to direct you to death. The next attack that we receive, but it is better to have it than to not have it. Okay, so this feels like very good. So what more do we have? Okay, some teams: Majin Power, Majin Buu Saga. So the links: Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Kamehameha. Yeah, Infinite Regeneration, Nightmare, The Wall Standing Tall, Fierce Battle. What you would expect for a unit like this one, and he is in a couple of teams that need artificial life forms, Sworn Enemy, Power Absorption, Worldwide Chaos. This is good. Majin Powers as expected, and we have already discussed the super attack effect. So that's so far so good. Let me just this video will be a little bit longer than usual. So this is by the way, which I didn't see the typing. So it's tech. Okay, that's good. This guy will be extreme int. Okay, not bad. So let's just see the categories. So like I mentioned at the time, so I mentioned it would be very important for him to be Majin Buu Saga, and it is. So that's 3 category, that's very good. So Majin Buu Saga, Sworn Enemies, you will have a lot of Freezer and Cell and so on, and the Storied Figure, okay. And then the 30% to Worldwide Chaos and Resurrected Warriors. So at first glance, I have, let me just see the team here, okay. So this is the 200% units on the team. So we have some good unit. This guy getting his EZA right away on global is very important. I understand that we have news that not this guy, it will not be the one to get the EZA. It will be Dabura and Babidi. I'm expecting that this guy will definitely get an EZA during this celebration. We have here some units that are interesting. This guy is still pretty good for the first turns. This guy just got recently added to the game. He's still in the current celebration. Cell, okay. Those 2 guys should EZA during this celebration. Maybe that's a good rotation. Okay, some Boos, some Gokus. Okay. So not this guy could get an EZA during this celebration. Okay, this Mr. Buu just got an EZA, if I'm not mistaken, on JP for the world tournament. I don't know his detail, but I've heard that he's very good. Okay, this guy, in case he will get an EZA, should be very interesting. Okay, so Majin Vegeta. So not a lot of options, but then if this guy get a Dokkan Fest, because I think we should expect this guy to get a Dokkan Fest, he will be under the 200% leadership of Majin Buu, which is good. We have Bojack. Okay. So we have, it's not like a big category, but it's not a bad one. Okay, so let me just see the super attack effect. He will stack defense. That's very good. He will greatly 50% raise attack for 1 turn, and he will cause damage. Okay, the fact that he stack defense is very good. So in terms of his passive, he will activate the entrance animation only once, and he will recover. Okay, so he will recover 10% at the start of the attack and turn. Oh, sorry. So recovers 10% at start of character attack in turn for the rest of my. Okay, so 10% at start it will be always, and he will 10% more for the first 5 turns from. Okay, so 3 times if you keep him on rotation. So for the first 3 times he will appear, he will recover 20% HP. Then after that it will be 10% HP, so that's good. And you need to have another Majin Buu Saga category on the team. On the team it should be easy. Then you will have Ki +2 attack and defense plus 150%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% when performing a super attack. This is multiplicative buff, so this is very good. You should have good defense and attack stats. Launch an additional super attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. That's very good because this is the way you want it worded. You don't want to have a great chance of launching a super attack. You want a guaranteed additional that has a 70% chance to be a super attack. He will guard all attacks when HP is 50% or more. Okay, that's good because it will recover here 20%, so it should be, you should have this sometime. And you know, we saw Skinny Boo, and you know we have a lot of units in this team that will recover HP, so that's very important. It will recover 10% HP at the end of the turn if HP is 30% or less at the end of the turn, and we will recover an additional, no, so you will recover 10% at the end of the turn unconditionally, and if we are at 30% or less, 10% more. So okay, so that would put us with more than not more, we don't, no, yeah, we with more, because with those, that's 10 plus 10 plus 10, it would be very difficult not to get to the 50, so we will guard in the next rotation with the other Boo. Okay, he will revive with, so that's the revive we discussed, so with HP fully recover when the character is KO'd only once, and he survived KO attacks up. Ooh. So this feels like the Metal Cooler revival, which is good. But then survive KO. Okay, a coma. Okay, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100%. He will guard all attacks and launch an additional super attack, starting from the turn in which the, oh, okay, so that's good. Okay, I was worried because let's say you would survive a KO screen with the first attack, but then you would die again. It would be, once again, you would then only have one HP, so that's the same problem that I mentioned with Skinny Boo, but this one will fully recover. This is the first one to proc, and then the turn after that you or another character will revive, then you will get this one. Okay, so I'm not sure how this will work, but let's say, for example, so you will always have the problem that if you survive, so let's say you didn't get this revival, but you have another unit on the team that will revive. At that point, you will get this one. In my opinion, it would be better for you to have this one first. So let's say you have a KO, you recover with one. No, because if then you don't die again, then you will have 1 HP, so it makes no sense what I'm saying. Okay. I need to use him to see if that makes sense. Okay. And then, like he will also recover HP once again with sweet treats, not candies. So the candies normally are the things that you have in some Dokkan Fest event. Let me see if this is a new thing in some kind of event. Maybe on Red Zone, we will have a new sweet treat. We will see about that. So what else? Okay, he has an active skill, as we mentioned. So the active skill is a Candy Beam. Can be activated after the character revival skill is activated, or starting from the 7th turn. So the condition is not bad, because you could revival turn 1, and so at that point you will have the active skill on turn 3. And if you don't revive, you can use it on turn 7, which in some of the new events you can pretty easily reach. On most of the Supreme Spectacle battle, you will get to turn 7, so that will be possible. And at that time you will massively raise attack temporarily. Okay, that's very good. Cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and you delay a single target enemy attack for 1. Ooh, that's good. And change all key to cookie, and for 1 turn key plus 12. Oh, so now I understand. So that's why you recover HP with sweet treats. It must be because of that. So if you do the active skill and then that's a full heal. So essentially this will be a full heal. Okay, and the delay of single target enemy is very, very good. Let me explain you why. In a lot of the different battles that we have been facing, for example, if I'm not mistaken, Beast Gohan is one of the example. Beast Gohan, I'm not sure if he's stun or steel. It's one of the two. And because of that, it almost always happen like the first attack. Okay, all the I've been seeing that all the bosses that debuffs you or they do like some kind of seals or stun, most of the time their first attack will be the super attack. So if we have this active skill and we delay a single target enemy attack for one turn, this will mean that normally you will nullify the first attack, and most of the time I think that this attack should be in some of those events. For example, Beast Gohan is one of them that I remember. That I'm not sure about Gogeta, but I'm pretty sure that Beast Gohan on the Supreme Spectacle battle is always most of the time is doing the super on his first attack, and so like that you would delay. So look, so let me imagine the Innocence Kamehameha also. Okay, so it will link perfectly with the side banner unit. He's on a lot of teams, a lot of them that need a lot of buffs: Sworn's Enemy, Story Figure, Warlike Chaos, Resurrected Warrior, Time Travels. Yeah. He's in a lot of teams, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 teams, which is a lot. Okay, that's very good. Look, this unit seems very good. Okay, we will see about Son Goku, but this one is really good. The team seems to be going to be fun, and so this one is very good. Okay, so now the side banner for Goku is a base Gotenks. Okay, is physical. Super attack effect massively, 100% raise attack and defense for one turn. Okay, not bad in terms of super attack effect. Then he will, okay, so this we already saw. So as usual, he will lead the hybrid side, not very important in terms of the team he will be leading. Okay, so let's see. Attack and defense 177%. Great chance of ki +7. Okay, although he has hover in a flash, that could be important. Sometimes the Gotenks unit struggle for ki, so that could be important. So he will have 177% chance, 170% attack and defense, plus an additional attack and defense plus 77% when performing a super attack, multiplicative, that's good. Launch is an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, the way we always like. Great chance of dodging for 7 turn, 70% chance to dodge for 7 turn from the character entry turn, and high 50% after that. That's very good. Wow, that's very good. So we would have 1, 3, 5, we would have four instances of this guy doing 70% dodge and then 50% dodge from that point on. You will have an additional attack and defense of 77% as second or third attacker turn, and you would have an additional attack and defense of 20% up to 77, so with 4 attack evaded. Okay, and you will have a chance of performing a critical hits of 20% up to 77% with each attack performed. Ooh. Okay. So look, this guy seems pretty good. Obviously, that as a side banner, yeah, his stat will not be as impressive as a Dokkan Fast unit. In terms of his passive, let's say if this was a passive of a Dokkan Fast unit, I would be happy. Okay, it's really good. My only thing that I would like, although he will help, I think it will help in terms of the team of Goku. We will see about Goku's description, but it feels like it will help. I already know for a fact the leadership of Goku, and I know that he also has Majin Buu Saga, so this guy will obviously fit the team and he could help. But obviously that if it was like with this passive, but he would have some kind of support, it would be like very cool. Like even if it was like attack and defense plus 20-30%, something like that, the fact that he would support would be important, because the fact that he do not support make me wonder if I will not find other better units to put on the team, and at that point it could be a problem where the side banner unit, in my opinion, should always help you with the main unit. And the fact that it doesn't have support and it doesn't feel as powerful, for example, as Skinny Boo, but we will see. Obviously, this is like me reading a passive. We need to obviously to try those units out. Okay, so now onto the what we wanted to see. So this guy will be super AGL. Okay, that will be cool for example, Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, and for Cell also. Okay, so in terms of the team, I already saw what is the team, and in my opinion is really good and even better than the one from Majin Buu. So this is 3 category, which is really good, and it should be one thing that would still need to do for the next unit. Majin Buu Saga, very important. Otherworld Warrior and Accelerated Battle, that's very good. And then the 30% to Kamehameha and Time Limit. So I just saw the units that would fit on that team, and it is, here. So you don't see very well, but you have a lot of different fusion. You will have this guy. This guy are upon an EZA. This guy just got an EZA on the 9th anniversary. This guy also got EZA. This guy that will have his EZA and is a fantastic unit. Also, this guy is really strong. This guy is really strong. This guy just got an EZA. So a lot of LRs, by the way. Vegito, got Goku, one more 200%. This guy that just recently arrived on the game. You would have, nice Kefla, wow, that's cool. Kefla, this guy that just got an EZA, that's really good. I think that this guy should also get an EZA. This guy will be also cool. This guy should also get an EZA during the celebration. And what else? Boo. Okay. Some units like these guys, like this guy, like a lot of unit that this guy, a lot of unit that in the future could see a super EZA. This guy will see a super EZA in the future. This guy will see, yeah. We have a lot. This guy, wow. Okay, so this team, this guy will have, Okay, so this team has a lot of Dokkan Fest exclusive that would in due time get their super EZA. So this team feel like is going to be pretty good for a long time. Yeah, that's a really powerful team. I really like his team. That's very good. So let me see. So, greatly raised attack for that's 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, and a high chance of stunning the enemy. So, like I mentioned previously, a lot of the new events, for example, Cell Max 2, you can stun the enemy. If I'm not mistaken, with Cell Max 2, it's after turn 3. So, that's interesting, the fact that we can stun. We have a high chance to stun the enemy. That's very good. So, in terms of the passive, okay. So activates the entrance animation only once. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 50% for 5 turns. Okay, that's not bad. From the character enter, reduce damage received by 90%. Also for 5 turns. Let's see. Up on the character entry, which turn pass damage without. Okay, so this is like LR Golden Frieza. He will start with 90% damage reduction. And then with each turn pass, it will reduce rate by 15%. So this should mean that this reduction will also take effect on the turn where the unit is not attacking. So that means that, for example, the first time it will appear, we will have damage reduction of 90%. Then the second time, if you keep him on rotation, it will be 60%. Then the next time 30, and then 0. It will not go below 90%. And what do you need for the entrance animation? You will need another Majin Buu on the team. Okay, so that's doable, not very difficult to have another Majin Buu saga. For example, if it's the friend, it will already do that. Okay, so key +2 attack and defense plus 150% plus an additional attack and defense plus, okay, when performing super attack. This is the same as Boo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly the same. Okay, then reduce damage received by 5% with each attack, super attack performed, up to 30%. So that's cool. So that means that, for example, on turn 1 you will enter like with 90%, and let's say you perform 2 super attack, that means you will have 100% damage reduction. That's very good. So you will have, so if you do 6 attack, you will have 30%. So let's say you do at least 6 attack during those 5 turns where we are decreasing damage reduction, you will always have at least 30% damage reduction, which is, like I mentioned, sometimes 30% it's not enough, because if you take like a 3 million super attack, 30% you will be killed either way. Okay, but let's see. You will get a medium chance to crit. Medium should be 30%. Okay, so it will. Okay, so for the first 5 turns you will have 80% crit. Does this? No, I'm not sure if this is an addition or it is a second. I think this is a second proc probability. So you have 50% chance to crit. If you don't get it, you have 30% chance to crit. I think it is like that. So you will launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. That's good. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, you will have an additional defense of 100% and will guard all the attacks as the first in a turn, and an additional attack of 100% and launch an additional super attack. That's nice. As the second or third attack in a turn. So, and so all of this is if you have a Majin Buu Saga category ally in the same turn, not team. Okay. That's not the best condition. Obviously, it would be a lot better if it was on the team, and this is important because as first attacker, either way, if you put him on slot 2 or slot 3, you will have an additional, which will be important, namely to raise, for example, the damage reduction, and you will have a big buff for the attack. If you want to defend, you will put him on slot 1, and you will 100% additional defense, and you will guard, which is very important. The guard plus the 30% damage reduction would be very, very good. But that would mean that you have all of this, you would have to have a Majin Buu Saga category on the same turn, and that's restrictive. If you think about his team, for example, if you use those guys, they are not, this guy is not, this guy is not, this guy is not, so you have a lot of very good units. This guy is not, this guy is not, those guys are. This guy I think is from movie, so he's not. This guy is not. So immediately this lady is not also. So immediately you see that on the team you have a lot of units that are not from Majin Buu Saga, and on his team, or if you use him on other teams, it will be important to be next to Majin Buu Saga, because this will be important. Okay, so okay, this is not perfect. The fact that you have all of this, which is very important, and it's very important in because it adds up to what you have here. Okay, like I mentioned, 30% damage reduction, in my opinion, it will not be enough. If you guard, then it starts to become interesting. In some case, if you are type, although if you guard it's the same, but in some occasion that could be the difference between living or dying. So this part is very important. Okay, but this is like Majin Buu Saga. So we have a lot of Majin Buu Saga constraint. The entrance animation, you need to have one on the team, okay? And for this, it's even worse. You have to have it on the turn. Okay, but look, this is me saying that this could be an issue down the line, but the unit seems really, really strong. So we have a high chance, that's very good, 70% chance of nullify Ki Blast super attack, directed character, and we will countering with tremendous power. That's very, very good. So, okay, look, I took a lot of time talking about this Majin Buu Saga limitation, but this is a good unit, okay? Active skill. Okay, so active skill can be activated when there is an... Oof. Okay. Let's see if there's a or... No. Oof, wow. Okay, so to have the active skill, you will need to have a Majin Buu Saga ally attacking on the same turn, starting from 4th turn. So 4th turn is not a problem. But either you have this, there's no or. So either you have a Majin Buu Saga on the turn, not even on the team, or you cannot use the active skill. Massively raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activate, all attacks become critical hits, so that's important. This is like one of the... You do this, you save this, for example, for later in the turn, for example, against Blue Gogeta, and then you could have all the attacks from that turn to be critical hit. That's very, very good, very important. Okay, so a lot of restriction about Majin Buu Saga. But make no mistake, this unit is busted, is very, very good, is very, very good, and definitely I'm going to try to get him. So, in terms of the unit, my opinion is that I would say that both the Dokkan Fest exclusive are very, very good. Goku is really, really good, and Majin Buu is very good also. Sometimes because obviously this guy is a lot more hype, sometimes the unit from the extreme part is a lot better than sometimes it's better than even the super unit. In this case, I think they are both very, very good. I will need to use them to see which one of them is the best, but I think that both of them are very good. I don't like... I would prefer for this guy to help a little bit more. Okay, this might be one of the units that we need to use to have the Majin Buu unit on the same turn. But I would say that it is a shame that this guy do not have some kind of support. And the side banner, this guy seems to be very, very good and to help Majin Buu, which is very, very good. So overall, the 4 units seems to be very, very good. Should you summon, we need to see obviously the banners, but keep in mind that in a couple of months we will be around 9th anniversary, and more important than that, let me remind you that those units will be coming back on the worldwide celebration in August. So 4 months from now, those guys will be in a banner that I'm expecting to be a very good banner. With normally the worldwide celebration are really cool units. So even me, I'm not going to go crazy on those banners. I will want to have at least one unit of this guy. Still thinking about if I'm going to summon for this guy. I need to manage my stones, but I will see. Maybe if we got tickets, at least I think I will do the tickets for both. But maybe I will spend some stones to get this guy. Maybe like I don't know, like 1,000 stones, something like that, to get this guy. It will be pretty good if I get him. I'm not going to go crazy chasing dupes, I think, because I think that this guy, from what I read, is really good. We have crits, we have additional, we have damage reduction. So this might be the case of a unit where, let me just see one thing, where dodge could be a good idea. Obviously that greatly raise attack and defense, the additional should be also good, but I really think that maybe defense, defense, which works always good with damage reduction and with guard, and dodge could be a good build to this guy. Yeah, no doubt about it. So Minna, I hope that you enjoyed this very long video about the units. I hope that if you summon, that you have a lot of luck. I wish all the luck in the world. I hope that you wish me luck also. Like I mentioned to you, tomorrow will be my birthday. I hope that when I get to the banner, I have a really good gift, namely this guy on the game. So Mina, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That will be highly appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next one.